A single person made a superpower like America see stars in broad daylight. In 2013, this individual stole more than 1 million top-secret documents from the US and exposed them to the world. And since then, for the past 11 years, he has been America's most wanted criminal. Yet, despite causing so much damage to the American government, today, this person is seen as a hero around the world. But why? How did he steal the top-secret documents of the world's top security agency? Why did he leak them? And how is he still evading capture by the US? Welcome, once again, to Vision Media's videos. Viewers, the morning of June 6, 2013, brought a huge crisis for the American government. The Guardian and the Washington Post published a series of reports containing the complete disclosure of top-secret documents from the NSA, or National Security Agency. These documents not only shocked Americans, but also mobile users around the world when they discovered that the American government had been secretly monitoring every mobile user. The documents revealed a secret NSA program called PRISM, which, through companies like Google, Apple, and Facebook, could access private user data through backdoors. Additionally, they had a secret court order allowing them to access the data of millions of Verizon customers. Among the leaked documents was an 18-page memo written by President Obama requesting intelligence officials for a list of foreign targets for cyber attacks. And this was just the beginning of the leaked documents. The National Security Agency had hacked into the computers of Hong Kong and China's military, tapped the phone of Angela Merkel, who was then the Chancellor of Germany, and the British government's communication headquarters, GCHQ, was running a program to monitor its citizens. The leaked documents also revealed conversations between the NSA and GCHQ discussing ways to deceive people, spread propaganda, and maintain influence over them through social media. Initially, no one knew who leaked these documents and whether they were even authentic, because news agencies are not obligated to reveal their sources. But just 3 days later, a person stepped forward, taking responsibility for leaking the top-secret documents. Edward Snowden, 29, who was a high school dropout, began his career in the US military, but was discharged after a year. In 2005, he became a security guard at the University of Maryland. Although Edward Snowden wasn't good at academics, his computer skills were so strong that the CIA hired him. After spending a few years with the CIA, in 2009, American tech giant Dell hired him. Dell had a contract at that time to upgrade the National Security Agency's computer systems, so they assigned Edward Snowden to this project. Initially, his role was supervisory, but later he became a cyber strategist. Up until then, Edward Snowden was considered a valuable asset to the CIA and NSA. So, what happened next that led these very agencies to label him a traitor? The incident that led Edward Snowden from being a cyber strategist to being called a traitor occurred while he was operating and upgrading NSA computers. Edward discovered that the National Security Agency had the power to access the personal data of any mobile user. He saw some records that he initially thought belonged to international criminals, but in reality, these were not criminals, but rather peaceful American citizens. During this time, a debate on intelligence issues was taking place in the US Congress. Ron Wyden, an American politician, publicly asked National Security Agency Director James Clapper if his agency was collecting data on Americans. This congressional session was broadcast on national television. James Clapper, in front of millions of viewers, said no, their work was only focused on foreign intelligence. Edward Snowden was shocked to see his director lying so blatantly on television. He was so angry that 3 days later, he quit his job at Dell, where he was earning an annual salary of $200,000. In 2013, he left Dell and joined Booz Allen Hamilton, a company that works for the US military, CIA, and NSA. Again, he was assigned to an NSA project. The National Security Agency claims that Edward Snowden stole so many files from their system that it's impossible to estimate the exact number, which could exceed 2 million. But how did Edward manage to copy such a vast number of top-secret files from a highly secure agency's computers without anyone noticing? The surprising part is that he didn't use any sophisticated hacking tools for this. The entire operation was carried out using a small USB drive. But how? In regular offices, there are restrictions on using USB drives due to the risk of data theft. Furthermore, in any company's system where sensitive data is stored, not every employee has the authority to access it. Yet, these were the computers of the National Security Agency, whose security was considered unbeatable. Before carrying out this operation, Edward Snowden had planned his escape and took advantage of his location. Since he was hired by Booz Allen Hamilton for an NSA project, he was stationed in Hawaii, 5,000 miles away from NSA's Maryland headquarters. Hawaii is 6 hours behind Maryland, meaning that when Edward worked in his Hawaii office, everyone at the NSA headquarters had already left for the day. His second advantage was that he had access to the NSA headquarters servers through a thin client system, which was outdated. The third advantage was that Edward himself was a system administrator there, meaning he had high security clearance, giving him more rights. This allowed him to copy data from any system without being noticed. Edward Snowden exploited these advantages and, without being detected, copied more than 2 million files from 5,000 miles away. After working for just 4 weeks at the Hawaii office, Edward decided to expose the NSA's actions to the world. He copied all the documents onto a USB drive, cleverly hid the drive from security guards, and took leave citing illness. He turned off his phone and flew directly from Hawaii to Hong Kong. But when several days passed without his return and his phone remained unreachable, the NSA became suspicious and started looking for him. In Hong Kong, he met with some trusted journalists, gave them the documents, and those documents made headlines around the world the next day. The documents leaked by Edward Snowden sparked a global debate over the NSA's secret powers. He was charged with theft of government property, unauthorized access to national security systems, and passing top-secret information to unauthorized individuals. Additionally, the American government demanded Hong Kong hand over Edward Snowden, but Snowden had planned every step in advance. By that time, he had already caught a plane to Russia, where he was initially granted asylum and later received Russian citizenship. Since then, Edward Snowden has given several interviews in which he explained how our phones spy on us. He mentioned a tool called Nosy Smurf, which allows security agencies to access our phone's microphone, enabling them to listen to surrounding sounds without interruption. Some people consider Edward Snowden a traitor, while others believe he's a hero who exposed the true face of the NSA to the world. What's your opinion on this matter? Let me know in the comments section. I hope you'll like and share this Vision Media video as well. See you in the next amazing video.